Yo, what's good, Chan Man? House of Barf. So just want to touch base with y'all real quick. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I gotta figure out a way to go through these stocks. I mean, these tickers, it's crazy. So I just discovered a tool. I remember this tool from way back in the day, and I was like, phew, I can't remember the last time I used this tool. Probably even more than 4 years ago. But I was like, I gotta figure a way to get these tickers. So using my Thinkorswim platform, I went to the scan tool, and now I'm adding filters. So, for example, I put market cap between 1 million and 56 million, and now I'm about to put in a beta. I don't know what beta I want to put, but I'm gonna put a beta. I think I want low beta, right? I I'm not sure. So I'm gonna put the beta of like I want betas closer to one, I believe. So I'm gonna go between 1 and 1.8. Then I'm gonna put in a another filter of um. Let me see. I want to put in a filter of PE, and I believe I want a PE ratio close. These are things that I'm not sure what I'm talking about, but I believe you want something lower than 20. Okay, my bad. Sometimes I just hop in. Of course, thank y'all for stopping by. If you'd stop by, I really do appreciate it. So when I say market cap, okay, so you have large cap companies. Um, Here, real quick, so that I'm just not going crazy. So again, I'm using this scan tool to kind of filter through all these stocks that I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to get to. So again, before I was using, I was going to uh, review the market, lowest gainers, big gainers, just anything. Going to Google, penny stocks that I can get right now, anything. So I was like, you know what? I was talking to a buddy of mine, no, an associate, who's also a trader, and they're like, hey, I really have done well for myself, and I just go with big companies. And I'm like, okay, big companies. Okay, I'm gonna do that right now, but I'm still gonna play my pennies and whatnot because pennies are just fun and addicting and everything. Uh, um, I mean, just the risk. So if you get a penny stock at a penny and it goes to zero, you lose everything. But if it goes to 2 cents, you win, or you double bagged or whatever. So, but right now I'm just going to mess with big companies and see how it goes. So I'm using a scan tool. So market cap. We'll go over market cap real quick. What does market cap mean in stocks? Okay, again, my tool's not working. Market cap or capitalization refers to the total value of all a company's shares of stock. Knowing a company's market cap can help you compare the relative size of one company versus another. This was Fidelity Investments. So if you say, well, what's a good market cap? Let's see. Let's see. Gosh, I gotta figure this. Let's read aloud tool out. What is a good market cap? Large cap market value is between 10 billion and 200 billion. Mid cap value between 2 billion and 10 billion. Small cap being between 250 million and 2 billion. Micro cap is less than 250 million. That was Finner.org. Um, so I'm gonna keep going. What does beta mean in stocks? Okay, and then what is a good beta? Let me see. A beta of one indicates that the stock's volatility is in line with the overall market. This can be seen as a neutral or average level of risk. Stocks with betas less are generally considered less risky than the market, while stocks with betas that are greater than one are generally considered more risky. So in that case, I want a beta that's a little bit more than one. So I want to go a little. I want to do yeah, I'm gonna do like 1 and 1.8. So I'm gonna leave it there. That basically just means that I want volatility. I want a little bit of volatility, but I'm gonna keep going. What does PE ratio mean? No, 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 not power. What does PE ratio mean? Let me try again. What does PE ratio mean? Oh, okay. The price to earnings ratio, also known as PE ratio, PE or PER, is the ratio of a company's share price to the company's earnings per share. The ratio is used for valuing companies and to find out whether they are overvalued or undervalued. This is Wikipedia. What is a good PE ratio? Between 20 and 25. Okay, so I put in negative 20 and 7. Okay, so that's not much. I'm gonna move that a little bit. I'm gonna at least do 4. I'll do 4 to I'll do 4 to 48. Is that a good P ratio? I'm not sure. Okay, let me see what else I want to throw in there. So I'm just throwing all this into my filter. Um Let me see if there's anything else. I kind of want to also do price. I want to so there's the ask, the bid, and the mark, or in the last. Um, there's the high, the low. I'm not sure. I think I want to put in mark. Let me check. I gotta ask this now. I believe it's the market price. Excuse me. What does the mark in stocks mean? Okay, that's the mark to market. I what is the mark in stocks mean? Okay, not sure. So maybe I don't want mark. Let me just put in the last. Like, what was the last price? Okay, so I'll do. Right now, I'm not gonna do it any pennies. Mm, here, let me just put in the ask. Okay, and just real quick, we'll go over the ask real quick. What does the ask in stocks mean? So again, ask first the lowest price at which a seller will sell the stock. So one thing that I remember the ask price when I was studying is ask means accept. Okay, and then bid means um, buy. Yeah. So let me just do that real quick. What does buy in stocks mean? Okay, and then what is the buy ask spread? Okay, so and we'll get into all that. So let me see. There was something that kind of interested me. The difference between the highest price a buyer is willing to pay for an asset and the lowest price a seller is willing. Okay. Um. So uh, let me see something. Why do bid and ask spreads fluctuate? I'm sorry. I just kind of want to know why are some bigger than what causes the. Let me see. What causes the bid ask price spread? Oh no. What causes the bid and ask price spread? Okay, okay. So higher demand. Let me see. What did she just say? Or what did the AI just say? Ultimately, the bid and ask comes down to supply and demand. Higher demand and tightener supply will mean lower spread. So, uh, okay, okay. So I'm still confused on how that happens. Okay, so I'm gonna do an ask price of let me just start at like $6 and I'll go up to like I really don't feel like filling with any stocks above like $16. All right, I'll go higher. I'll go to like $53. So I'm not sure if any of this makes sense, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit scan. Okay, I hit scan and I got 50 stocks. Wow, awesome. Okay, I got 50 stocks. I'll name a few of them. American Assets Trust, ticker symbol AAT. Anglo American Com, ticker symbol AAUKF. I'll go down the list. I'll just keep going. For some reason, why do all these start with A? Where? How do I turn the page? Or did I just? Okay. Oh no, no. I got 764 results. Okay, now I just got to figure out how to turn the page. Okay, so I have 764 results. Um, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to turn the page. Um, so I'm gonna lower that. I'm not trying to. 50 sounds like a good price. Let's go to like. Let's see if I can go to like 26. I'll go to 26. So I got 478 results now. Um, Still just trying to figure out how to turn the page. All right. Shit. I'm just gonna put in 500. Just show me all. Show me 500. Okay. All right. So okay. Um, Yamaha Motor, XP Inc. Um, I'm just going down the whole list. Um, Lazy Days Holding, Great Wall Motor, Gates Industrial Corp, Goldman Sachs, Hertz Global, um, Eaton Vance Tax Advantage. So I got all these companies, approximately about 478. Um, so this is one thing I'm going to use to kind of just go down this list. Um, I wish I could. Oh, okay. So this is something that I can do real quick. So now I can put this as a watch list. Watch list name, uh, temporary. I'm just gonna put Chan's temporary um, temp WL watch list because I'm not gonna keep this watch list. So turn that into a watch list. Go to my watch list. Where's it at? Chan's temp WL right there. So now I can hook this up to my chart and just go down clicking along. It's about 210. Um, wow, American Assets Trust. It's approximately it's about $22 right now, and in my personal opinion, showing signs of possibly being. This is just the first one. You know, another thing I wanted to add in the scan volume. Let me crap. Let me delete this real quick. Uh, Watch list. How do I delete this watch list? Attach gadget. Delete. No, not delete. The gadget. Okay. I need to figure out. Um. All right. Delete the watch list. Great. All right. I just deleted the watch list. Okay. I want to incorporate one more filter. Uh. Volume. I like volume. Volume. Turns me on. That lets me know that the account it's moving. So let's go to volume real quick. Let me just do this real quick. Da, 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 da. See, I know I'm so long winded. I try to do this fast, and I'm going on 15 minutes. What is volume in stocks? Okay, and what is a good? Let me see real quick. What is a good volume in stocks? No, 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 no. That's not what I'm talking about. Oh, is that what I'm talking about? To reduce such risk, 20, 25 million. In fact, okay. I thought a volume. I didn't know it was going to be in millions. I guess so. Let me go ahead. So 20, 25 million. Um, I guess they're counting the money. I thought volume would have just been a number of trades. Um, because again, it says the number of shares traded in a given period. So I just thought it would have been, you know, how many shares got traded, but I guess they count it up in money. So essentially, a go one is 20, 25 million. Okay, did not know that. See, I'm learning all the time. So I'll do 76 million to about 76 million. No, I'm gonna go a little higher than 76 million. I'm gonna go to like, I'm not even sure if I'm doing this correctly. Um, I guess six. I'm not sure what this number is. 661,000 to 436,000. I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly. Uh, I'm gonna go to Investopedia. I'm saying how to use volume uh, to improve my trading. Um, okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that, and let's see. Real quick, I'm gonna scan again because I want good volume. Okay, so it comes to up about 289 now. Okay, so we've kind of filtered through a few. I'll go ahead and read off a few. Lifeway Foods, Pediatrics Medical Group, the Navient, Myers, um, Phototronics Inc., um, White Bread ADR, VidTest Energy. Man, I don't know a lot of these companies, but that's why we got to scan it. So now I'm going to turn this into a watch list, and I'm not advocating. Actually, I love Thinkorswim, but I'm not saying go out and get Thinkorswim. Uh, Shit, I'm so concerned when Charles Schwab completes its transition. Um, they said they're going to keep Thinkorswim going. And I know a lot of people don't like Charles Schwab. It's a supporter of I don't know what his name is anymore. Formerly known, because I think he's gonna possibly stripped of all his titles if um, he's uh, the former president that's indicted right now. Charles Schwab is actually a supporter. Was one of his biggest contributors during his campaigning. So a lot of people really got issues with Charles Schwab. Um, I know I told y'all this before. So actually, I had an interview with Charles Schwab, and I messed up uh, because they said I was too ambitious. I'm not even yo. So I get a phone call back from my interviewer, and it was like, "Yo, Chan, I wish, I wish more corporations would hire people like you." Uh, and I'm like, "What?" I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Dude, you're so ambitious, man, but unfortunately, ambition is not good at a company." I'm like, "What?" Like when he's like, "Yeah, it makes you look like you're not using smart." I don't know if you know what smart is. It's specific. Let me see. Let me see real quick if I could. And I'm gonna apply for Charles Schwab again, and I'll just make sure I tone it down some. What does SMART stand for in interviews? So whenever you talk to these dumbass motherfuckers, and you know they're trying to ask you, where you're going. I'm not saying that all of them are dumb. A lot of them, in my personal opinion, are dumb. So if you there's a lot of conversations that are had at corporations that you're gonna that you may be like, what in the world? Um, and um, I understand you got a corporation of 40,000 people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you'll have a conversation. You got to remember all these people are trained. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to achieve? So I'll tell you real quick. I was like, yo, my goal is to be with the company long term and hopefully climb the corporate ladder. And and I can't remember. It was something like, so how high the corporate ladder you? It was something like, how high to the corporate ladder do you want to climb? I said, if I'm with the company long enough and I do well and I get the opportunity to be, the highest chief, that's good with me. And I guess that's a comment that kind of turned them off. Because yeah, that's when I guess the interview was about a rap or whatever. And so I was in a room. I wasn't even in a room. To tell you the truth, I was in my car on my lunch break at work. At the time, I was working, I believe, for a wealth management company, and I was on my lunch break, and I just did a quick interview real quick. Um, and so I'm chilling. Interview's over. Uh, I'm eating my lunch. I get a call back, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?" And it's just one of the interviewers, and he's like, "Man, Chan, like to be honest with you, man, I don't know if he was playing good cop, bad cop, but he was like, man, I like you, man. I really like you. Like, we need more people like you in corporations." And I'm not knowing what he's talking about. He's like, "Yeah, we're not gonna hire your ass. You can forget that." But he's like, "We need more people like you." And I'm like, "What is it that you like about me?" He's like, "You're ambitious. I can tell you're going to come in and you're going to want to get things done." And I'm like, "That's the point of a job." And he's like, "Yeah, but too much ambition doesn't look good." And it's like, okay, I didn't realize I was too ambitious. I didn't even know that was really a thing. But now I see it in movies. When I see, I'll be watching war movies, and they'll be like, "You're an ambitious man," or something, or they want to know what's your ambition. And now I understand. It's like you don't really want ambitious men or women. So yeah, he was like, it doesn't look like you're following the smart method. You know what I'm saying? So you come in, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna work on everything and then hopefully you become, you know what I'm saying? So what it looks like is you don't have specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time boundary goals. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, to be honest with you, I don't have any specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound goals. Now I can tell you one goal I have in my mind is to get to work and stay away from all those toxic motherfuckers so that I can get my job done, move up, and make sure I can make a lot of money so that I can bring that chicken home and take care of my family. That's my specific and achievable, measurable goals. But I don't even say that shit in interviews. Um, and then I was gonna say, it doesn't look like you're falling. Oh, also, if you're ever in a situation when you're talking to your boss, and you're having an issue, this one thing I can't stand with these people. What they'll do is they'll they'll essentially be like, "So what's wrong?" All right, so they want to know what's wrong, right? And you're like, "I just told you. What the fuck? Did you just not hear everything I just said?" Because you're venting, you're getting it out. I don't like the way this person's talking to me. I don't like the way that motherfucker's talking to me. They're condescending. They're patronizing. They blah 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 blah. This is what they said to me. This is what they said to me. So then they'll say, "Okay, so what is the problem?" You know what I'm saying? And it puts you in a position where they put the problem back in your lap. You know what I'm saying? Where you're like, I just told you everything. Like, what do you mean? What's the problem? This person, the way they treat me, they talk to me, they don't treat Cindy this way. They don't treat Nick this way. They treat me this way. They're obviously a racist, but I don't want to say racist because as soon as I say racist, then we got to send it up to EEO or HR, and then it's going to become a discrimination case. And then when discrimination comes in, then we're going to get the military involved, and it's going to go crazy. But I want to tell you, this motherfucker is racist, and it doesn't even matter if they're gay, black, Hispanic, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're racist. I'm telling you, but people just beat around the bush, and it's basically a game of hot potato. If they can throw it in your lap, then they'll throw it back in your lap. Then you try to throw it in their lap, then nothing gets done. And then, of course, what's the next question? So, how would you like this resolved? Well, first, I would like that person to get fired. But that's not. We all know that's not going to happen. Um, and a lot of times, seriously, a lot of times people don't really want anybody to get fired. My personal opinion, I really don't want a lot of people to get fired. I understand what it is to be a man of your house. You know what I'm saying? A breadwinner of your house. You know what I'm saying? So I like some things I'm not really wishing on people to get them fired. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Because there's a child at home that could be at home, possibly, or there's a spouse at home that has no idea what's going on. They just are, what are they, collateral damage or something? You know what I'm saying? They just got caught up in it. So that's one thing is a lot of people, I really don't be looking to get people fired. But what I do look for is to get me on a team with somebody who possibly knows where Prince George's County is. Like, do they even know the vicinity of the area? Or they're just up in, I don't know, Mass or wherever, I don't know, New England, or never been anywhere south of New York their whole life, whatever, 98% Caucasian community or whatever. It's like, man, can you get me off that team, please? Okay, get me off that team. Like, it's not going to work out. They take vacations every weekend to places that I've never heard. They go to the finger points and the um uh I don't even know. And it's like, man, I can't relate with these people. And like, please get me on a team of hardworking people I can relate with. And that's just it. But a lot of times it's like, okay, what they'll happen is they'll turn it around on you where you seem like you're the problem, where you're problematic. And understand you're not a problem at all. You're cooking it here with your man Chan, man. I appreciate it. You're not a problem. You're not crazy. All right. There's a whole lot of shit that goes on behind the tables. Last thing I'll say is, so I hang out with not a lot of people, but I hang out with a lot of different people. Well, when I do have friends, right now I actually have no friends, not really nobody. But um, so as I've told people, I hang out with the chef, I'll hang out with the security guard, I'll hang out with the CEO, I'll hang out with the janitor or the sanitary engineer, and people would tell me, Chan, dog, if I had to, if I could tell you things, man, these managers, these executives, dude, from what their perspective, what they can see, like, man, they ain't shit. They really ain't shit. If I had to give managers and executives a rating of ethics and integrity and blah 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 out of five, I'd probably give them like a three. You know what I'm saying? Like because the stuff that they do is so disgusting when they're in their circle, So that's how I kind of know. It's like, man, they talk so much shit about you. They talk so much shit about them. They don't even know who this person is, and this person's been working for the company for 20 years. They don't even know their name yet. They just be like, dude, it's so dirty, and they just be talking about the Nats, and drinking. You know what I'm saying? And they don't give a shit. And then they try to come around, turn around, and act like they're this big bad boss or manager or whatever. It's like, dude, if anything, Chan, this is what people would tell me: do yourself a favor and get yourself to a nice integrity, company ethics, and also where you can be authentic to yourself. So let me go stop there. I'm going on about 30 minutes, and this was supposed to be a 5-minute conversation. It sounds like when I go into the grocery store, they're like, I really only came for one item. It's like, damn. But thank you so much to anybody and everybody who decided to stop by and kick it with your man Chan at the house. I appreciate it. I'm Chan Man. This is House of Barf.